Happy Thirsty Thursday, fish keepers. Before we get anywhere, who wants to take odds on the chances of me inhaling aquarium water today with the amount of water changes that I have to do? Let's check out what the plan is today. We're going to rock and roll through this corner. Water changes and possibly moving some aquariums around. And we're going to try and get through these ones as well. Same things, water changes and move some aquariums around. May or may not get to this big bad salve. Fingers crossed we do. And did I mention Go Queensland? How good! Right, back onto fish stuff. I forgot about these the other day, so we'll drain these, get these reset, and then we'll possibly put a spawn down tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do at least one. Probably thinking of golden white cloud minnows because we need some in the shop, and they're a fantastic fish, and I may or may not have a little project I'd like to work on with them, so they might be the first attempt in the rack for the next little while. I've devised a weed treatment plan for this little fella, water changes, and I'm gonna go with salt, see if that helps him. Yeah, he's not really doing much, he's just sort of sat there from one spot to another spot for the last 10 days. 10 days? 7 days. Anyway, that's what he's doing. Peppered corridors are ready to go to the shop, or into the shop. They are now available on the website. So I'll get that moving today. I get them locked and loaded in the building or in the shop. And same with these Royal Whiptails, so they're ready to go as well. So both of them are available on the website. I'm actually going to work on the profile for this because it's the old style, so I'll get that done this morning, get the new style going for the Royal Whiptails. I'd like to do something with these keyholes, mainly to separate them from the skunks, but also to give them their own tank. So if I can work that into my plan, I might do that. I'm just not quite sure how I can do that right now. And the same thing goes for my VO Cories here. I'd like to separate them from the guppies and put them in their own tank as well. Just not quite sure how I can mathematically work that, but there's some bit of beautiful mind action going on in my head to try and figure them out. So that's the out the back stuff on the agenda today. We'll walk through the shop. Lights are still off, mainly because it's still a disco in here, but that's all good. We'll get through into here, and when the shop is open, I'd actually like to get through and do water changes in through the sales tank. I don't think I want to be doing water changes on Saturdays. I think I want them done during the day, so I'm going to make a very conscious effort to try and get these done on a Thursday. Friday is always very much a meh day for me, so it makes sense to be getting done on Thursday. Moving forward, Monday through Thursday, I would like to be getting my hands wet, getting all the maintenance done, and then cruising through, relaxing on the Friday per se. The Friday coffee date normally takes a lot of my zap away from me for the day. So if I can avoid doing it on that, and then spend the day on Saturday retailing, talking to customers when they come into the shop, doing computer works, making awesome memes, and preparing for the next week. So that's kind of my plan. Whether or not it works, who knows? Right, that is enough mumbling. I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to get into some work. Let's go. And once again, go Queensland! Woo! Just popped out for a little bit and look what's sitting on my doorstep. Literally ordered this glass at 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Fast glass in Nelson, superiorly fast. That is impressive. Cleared up incredibly well overnight. It's about 12 hours. Wait, less than 12 hours. My maths isn't so good there. It's not bad, actually. It's longer than 12 hours. It's longer than 12 hours. Anyway, overnight, that is not a bad return. How good. So, with the plans being to rainbow fish this tank up, I probably need some rainbow fish. So, good time now to pull some eggy mops. So, Spulacustris, there's plenty in here. yeah, hopefully we get a dozen or so. These things take so freaking long to hatch, it's not funny. But hopefully we get a dozen or so, which will work out quite nicely to go in there. I'd like a combination of blue lacustrous, bows, Marnie rainbows, and reds. So we've got some spare tanks in through here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something like that. So we'll start putting some eggy mops in here, we'll grow some fry, and yeah, we'll make some babies. Now, believe it or not, to make babies, we need some sort of spawning action to happen, and they ain't gonna spawn with no spawning mops. So I'll dry out some spawning mops I've got sitting in with the corridors at the moment, get them all dried up, and then next week, or we're gonna prep them now, but then next week we'll aim for some spawns of the red rainbows and the boss Marnies. With one foul squeeze of the sponge filter. All three in the end. Look how dirty it is. Fleckos love making filth. Did all your cool cats out there find that satisfying? Maintenance is going pretty well. In through here, the shop's been on for a while now. Having a few technical issues with a few bits and pieces. But yeah, we'll definitely get this rack, most probably this rack done today, be a minimum, and try and get into the shop as well. This is the things we do for Fanatics Friday Coffee Date. It's nearly 3 in the morning for John, and we're beavering away trying to get everything ready for tomorrow because there has been some serious technical difficulties going on. We're going to get it to work. This week's Fanatics Friday Coffee Date with Ian is going to be phenomenal. We've got to make it work, don't you stress. Thank you, John, much appreciated.
All the day's work.
Okay, it's 1:30, we've sorted that out. I started my water changes in this corner around about 8 o'clock, 7:30 or something like that, and this is as far as I've got so far. Magic's happened, so I'm not going to do these today now. I'm just going to finish where we are through here, refill these because I've got a lot of other stuff that needs to be done, and then I'm also going to try and do some maths on a couple of bigger aquariums to go in here, transferring where I'm going to put these and blah blah blah. So we're going to refill them up and then we'll move along from there. But before then, I'm just going to admire these beautiful fish. Gosh, they're gorgeous. Lupi are incredible. Frontosa are amazing. So good one. Look at how gorgeous and beautiful that fish is. Gosh darn. Man, that's cool. Do we all remember this monstrosity? The overflow for the clown loach tank. I certainly remember it. Facebook reminded me yesterday, or maybe it was today, I can't remember now, that exactly 1 year ago, I gave myself a task getting this done. And I got as far as making an overflow box that I haven't water tested yet. But I got one of these. I can't remember if I showed earlier, but I got one of these. Another rotary tool after I blew the last one up. Let's get grinding. Let's grind out these holes. So this bad sav here goes in, and then those ones go in, and then we can start water testing. Alright team, bit of live action DIY daddy. Let's see how we go. Are we taking bets on whether or not I'm gonna crack it or not? Ah, it's speeding up on me! I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm gonna concentrate on this. DIY daddy in action again! Look Mum, I did it! Woo! Problem is, the big one that I need to go in there, not the little one. Still got time to go. I literally feel like a dentist is like on the glass. It is awful. But I haven't broken it yet, so we'll keep on going. Match in the gas tank. Boom, boom. How good? I did it. Didn't break anything. That's exciting. 1 down, 7 to go. And I've already blown out 2 drill bits, but that's okay. This is the next big one. It's Gonna take some time, but I'm happy. DIY Daddy in action. Oh, this is an exciting way to end the day. Where is he? There he is. Turn around, please, good sir. Got ourselves a nice, there it is, on the way downward. Nice wee bout of fun bacteria. And this is why we quarantine our fish before we move them on. These fellas and these fellettes came in at the same time, and they're all goodly. So there's 2 bags, so 2 tanks worth. Yeah, happy days. We'll get on to working on these cardinals.